What's going on, everyone? Daniel Rodriguez here. It's time to review another episode of DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 3, titled Blood Ties. This is a spoiler review. Make sure you have seen the episode. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, I review other shows like Arrow, Walking Dead, just finished X-Files, man. Bunch of other shows, man. Flash, a lot of different things. Check out the channel. I review movies weekly, man. New reviews coming in the next few days. The Witch, Eddie the Eagle, 999, much, much more. Check out the channel, man, if you have the time. Of course you have the time. You're watching this video. So, anyway, let's get right to it, man. Here we go. Remember, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. So on. It's been a few weeks since this episode aired, So the team steals Savage's money at this bank, and there's this fight going on where, of course, White Canary kicks some ass, man, Sarah Lance. Adam is in Kendra's blood, and he's in the stream and destroying a bunch of the shrapnel that's stuck in her veins. But he failed, man. He got scared. So Rip interrogates this guy, and there's this ancient tale that Rip, of course, had showed back where Rip was there when Vandal Savage was in the beginning in the Egyptian time and everything. So Rip could have killed him back then, but he froze. So he could have killed Savage, but he hesitated. Anyway, Captain Cold and Heatwave went to go steal a ship. They steal one of Rip's ships and went to go to Star City to get an emerald. So they get it, and he goes to his childhood home. He ends up talking to Snart as himself. So Captain Cold talks to his little kid version self, and basically it's sort of like an emotional moment, and his dad is there with a gun. Rip is at this vessel party. Ray is ready to try again. Stein is kind of giving a motivational talk. Snart talks to his dad. Carter's body, we see Carter's body, you know, lifeless, dead, there on the table, man. And anyway, they're caught basically, Rip, Hunter, Sarah, they're all caught. So Adam saves Kendra, the team saves Rip and Sarah, and there's a massive fight going on, man, in the vessel room, the sacrifice. And Rip kills Savage, man, or at least so we think. Of course, Vandal Savage, he's immortal, so Rip ends up like stabbing him in the throat or something. He's like, eh. He ends up falling to the ground and everything. So, Vandal Savage at it again. So they save Carter's body. Vandal knows Rip's family's name now. He finally knows their name. He's like, I do not know when I meet them, but I will remember them. It's engraved in my brain, that sort of sense. So that happened. Snart's dad is still arrested, so he couldn't change the timeline whatsoever, man. Carter's funeral. They have that, and now they're heading to the 80s. What did I think about this episode overall, man, for Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Episode 3, Blood Ties? First off, I gotta tell you the action in this episode. Very awesome, man. I love the massive fight scenes, man. The choreography in there. Adam has some awesome things also with the effects. The effects in here, him in the bloodstream, awesome effects, man, for TV. Very awesome effects. Snart, Captain Cold, man, Wentworth Miller, very fantastic in here. I love seeing Captain Cold, little personal time. Always good for the soul, man. Very awesome there. Like I told you, Adam, Ray Palmer, he's an amazing character, man. Very awesome to see him doing. He's in the blood vessel of a character, man. In the blood. That's freaking awesome. The effects, man. They really made it really good. Vandal to Rip about his family. That whole thing there with him, that was really emotional and very intense as well. Now that Rip kind of gave Vandal hints about his family now. Stein's motivation. I think Victor Garber's fantastic at giving motivation, man. He's like, well, Ray, you can do it. I remember you back in my class. Yes. Oh, you were a brilliant student, but I did not notice. I kept quiet, but I knew, I'm just kind of going off what Victor Garber would do, but you were brilliant. I just didn't want all the other students to get jealous. Yes. You know, Victor Garber does it, man. Anyway, the room of followers, dude. That really gave me some creeps, man. When they were in the vessel room and everything, and to Vandal Savage, he's a god to them and everything because he's mortal. Drink from the cup and you have eternal life. All that stuff. Very creepy, man. Very biblical. So that was really fun as well. The cons about the episode, the things I didn't really like or really didn't get, man. When it was supposed to be emotional, it wasn't at times. Now, the Captain Cold stuff, it was sort of emotional. Not only talking to his kid, but definitely you kind of get like, oh, like, look at Wentworth Miller. He's like, you know, that's my younger self. Okay, you know, he was abused as a kid, or once he got out of jail. Like, it's a whole story there, man. You know, because Stark's dad arrested, blah, blah, blah. He ends up hitting, like, his wife or something after that once he comes back from jail. All that sort of stuff. So he couldn't change the timeline. So, of course, Wentworth, you know, Captain Cold's still Captain Cold. But the thing is, when it's supposed to be emotional and you're supposed to be crying or there's supposed to be tears or something, it just didn't deliver. And you know it's emotional. It's like, yeah, it is emotional, the acting, but it doesn't, you know, you feel like you should be crying. You feel like you should have something to it, and it just never happens. It just never reached that level there. Adam's face with a bloodstream. Now, I told you, the effects of the bloodstream and the blood and the flying was all awesome, but his face was so bad, Photoshop, CGI, whatever, Ray's face on the thing, that was really such bad. I was cringe-worthy, man. Like, if you look at him in the blood vessel and the face is just planted on there, you gotta notice it, man. It looks stupid as hell, man. As well, Heatwave and Captain Cold gun, their stuff in the action scenes, their guns really don't do crap. It's like they're just kind of like zzz, zzz, that's all they do, and Heatwave is just like ha ha yeah. That's all he does. It's not like really he ever sets really people on fire and stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? Like when they're doing that, you just see a bunch of their stuff, but it really never does anything. Really, I never notice it to do anything. That's just me, man. Overall, I'm going to end up giving this episode, Season 1, Episode 3 of Legends of Tomorrow, a solid B. It's a good episode, man. It's not a great episode or anything, but it's just good. Very entertaining at times, man. I love the whole Ray Palmer thing, saving Kendra, and the whole Carter's body. I like the Carter's funeral. That was really touching as well, man. So there's little things there. There are a few little problems in there. You know, where you wanted it to be very emotional. You felt this is an emotional scene, but it just never got to you. It never really just made you kind of weep. And you wanted to weep, but it never had that push to you, man. So, comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this Legends of Tomorrow episode. I'll be seeing you guys later. Want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free. Until next time, bye-bye.